I want you to understand that blessing is so important. It is the blessing of the Lord that maketh rich. It is the blessing of the Lord that breaks the spell of poverty, breaks the spell of shame, breaks the spell of demotion, breaks the spell of trouble. The blessing is a barrier breaker. And the Bible says that Jabez was called Jabez by his mother. 1 Chronicles 4:9 and 10. And his mother called his name Jabez, saying, I bear him with sorrow. And the Bible says Jabez had the navigational abilities, the spiritual and divine maneuverability. He maneuvered spiritually and supernaturally. And the Bible declares that Jabez in his maneuvering touched the first and most important thing. He knew how to activate the covenants of blessings. Oh, that thou mightest bless me indeed. Enlarge my coasts, my territories. Let your hand be with me. Deliver me, keep me from evil, that it may not grieve me. And the Bible says God granted him his request. Those are the 5 prophetic demands of Jabez. And we're still on demand number 1. Oh, that thou mightest bless me indeed. Jabez knew about the covenant of blessings, and he put in place all the due processes that had to usher him into the realm of blessing. And I want to find out from you, are you ignorant or are you knowledgeable? Because lack of knowledge is what is killing you. You live in a place of darkness. You live in a place of grayness. You live in a place where you are separated from the covenant of blessings because your mind is not renewed. You live in a place where, as a Gentile, you're walking as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of the mind. And you don't understand the ways of the Spirit. But the Bible says, the Apostle Paul prayed and says that the eyes of your understanding will be enlightened, that you come into the place of the knowledge of the power of the glory of God and the calling that God has called you. The fact that you say you are born again and you have a title of a child of God does not mean that God is going to put up with all your foolishness. According to the book of Malachi chapter 3, the Bible says that from verse number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, the Bible says that I am the Lord thy God, I change not. And the Bible says that God began to put forth some arguments about tithing. And he said, you have departed from me and you want to do your own thing, but return unto me and I'll return unto you. And he said, wherein shall we return? He said, in tithes and offerings. He said, you've broken the covenant. And he said, bring ye all the tithes and all the offerings into the storehouse, and prove me now and see if I will not open the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessings. And the blessings shall overflow and overshadow, and there shall be no room to contain the blessing. And you shall be called a blessed nation in a delightsome land. But beloved, if you don't fulfill your portion or your part of the covenant, the windows of heaven get shut. It doesn't matter how much you pray. It doesn't matter how much you bind. It doesn't matter how much you lose. God is not interested in your foolish binding and losing, which is out of ignorance. You must satisfy the terms of the covenant, the terms of the covenant of abundance, the terms of the covenant of blessing, the terms of the covenant of increase. You need financial strength. You need spiritual strength. You need physical strength. You need emotional strength. You need mental, psychological, relational, governmental power to fulfill your assignment. The Bible makes it clear that God created man, and the first thing he did was to bless them, to demonstrate and to prove that the realm of blessing, the realm of fire, the realm of the glory of God, Shekinah, manifested presence of God, was the realm that the spirit of man, the soul of man, the body